Well, it's a wonderful, wonderful thing when you get up in the morning and you see your garden destroy. Um, Wildlife would do that to you. Definitely will do that to you. And I know I have been putting off building a fence around the garden because I had to build a tall fence, at least 7 foot high, because mooses, believe it or not, they may look clumsy, but my God, they can go through like thick brush and whatnot, and their long legs can, I mean, a 4 feet, they will cross it over. So they have to be tall. So our garden this morning got destroyed. I show you all the video when it happened. Things happen. Our Brussels sprouts gone. Our apple trees, I'm probably gonna have to. I'm just gonna leave it in there and see whether or not it rebounds next year. I doubt it, to tell you the truth. Every single year they keep eating it. It's just one of those things. What else? The cauliflowers all gone, and the broccoli all gone. Fortunately, this time around, they left me the cabbage. They didn't touch the cabbage. With America, I thought they were going to be gone. Last year, I don't know if you guys remember, but my cabbages went all gone. They didn't touch a single potato. They didn't touch the leafy salads that we have, and they didn't touch the carrots. I guess that's good. I guess we're going to be having a lot of potatoes this winter and some carrots. And I had to grow some leafy salads in here inside the prepper shed, with fake lights and whatnot. But our supply of Brussels sprouts and cauliflowers and broccoli that we were planning for wintertime is now gone. So essentially, that part of the garden is destroyed. Now, I'm sharing with y'all what happened to me. I will try to store, or at least try to put the poles. Another expense. Never ends, right? I'm gonna buy some, and I have to do pressure treated. I do raised beds, so it shouldn't affect the garden none. And I didn't do it pressure the fence before because I was doing the potatoes on the ground, and I didn't want to have those chemicals of the pressure treated wood into the ground. So now that I switch everything to raised beds, but the thing is that one project pulls you here, the finances put you there. So you see, it's always and I may be all over the place, but this is genuine something that happened to us, and I'm pretty sure that it happened to other folks too. In fact, I remember the first time this year. This is the second time that the probably the same moose. I'm pretty sure it's the same moose because she has a collar. Came in before giving birth and ravaged everything, and everything bounced back. I was like, okay, everything bounced back. It was early enough. But now she came back with her calf and, ravaged half of it and left me. I mean, she was nice enough. She left me the cabbage. And I say nice enough because we can see later on when we check the security cameras, clear as day. You can see the collar and everything. I guess I'm going to have cabbage this year. I'm not going to wait until they're fully ready because I'm just going to guarantee whatever I have and that's it. But you see, you have to have a plan. Now, what is my plan? Costco. Costco is my plan. There's nothing else I can do. It is too late in the season for me to plant any of those veggies again. It's just too late. The Brussels sprouts takes 100 days, or no, 80 days. So winter is around the corner. September is fall for us. That's moose season in October. That's it. By the end of October, we always have snow sticking on the ground. We always get a little bit of snow, from October on, like some flakes here and there, and it doesn't stick. But at the end, by Halloween, we always have snow on the ground. So my garden is done for this year. You see? Yeah, that sucks, but that's how it goes. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's like even D was like, well, there goes the effort, time, and money that we put into it, all gone. And I said, that's what happens when you live in the wild. That's what happens. And moose is just not the only thing. We can have animals coming in and dig through the vegetables. Rabbits can do that as well. So it's like, okay, so you mitigate for this, but now you have this, and it's like, yeah. Plus the expense. And truthfully, the expense is something to consider too. I went around and I measured things, and I'm gonna have to make a lot of holes for those 12-foot poles that I have to put in there, because that's the only way. Now, my main concern here will be the moose. I know they don't touch the potatoes, so I will most likely just fence the my cold weather vegetables, so I can leave that other area, because one thing that you guys don't know is that my garden takes the most amount of snow, because that's the area that I have to shoot the snow during winter. So the snow gets a little taller. So we shall see how things plan out. But as is right now, half of my garden is destroyed. Hopefully we get a good potato harvest. Otherwise, we will be needing to go to Costco and get a lot of vegetables. Well, we're gonna have to get vegetables. We're gonna have to get frozen vegetables, no matter what. Like the mix, so we can have. Because if we don't, we will become vitamin deficient, and you don't want it. You don't want to do that, especially for us that we don't get a lot of sun. We have to take vitamin D every single day because we don't get enough sun. Yeah, we got a little bit of a farmer's tan when we went to Valdez because of the sun and whatnot, but we do not. The sun in our area is not high enough to give us enough vitamin D, so we have to take supplement vitamins all the time. And the garden provides a lot of those vitamins. And honestly, this year, even my carrots, because I couldn't find the right seeds that I planned, my carrots are not doing that well either. I don't know what's going on, because this year we haven't had a lot of fires. We haven't had, it's a little dry. We noticed that the other day. It's a little drier than usual, but we haven't had fires. And the heat is normal, but the garden is not doing that well. I don't know. Maybe it's the moon. Maybe it's the weather manipulation. Maybe it's the aliens. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. All I can tell you is thank goodness for Costco, and thank goodness for putting aside always something in case that fails. Because in the back of my head is always like, well, I plan everything, I put the work into it, and if it doesn't work, well, at least let me have a few $100s put away in case that I have to, just go to the store. That's on top of whatever investment I already made. I don't even want to talk about it. Anyway, guys, if it happens to you, what are your plans? Because we love having fresh veggies during winter, but now we are out of luck. Put it down in the comment section below if you have had any experience. If you live in the low 48s, I'm pretty sure deers are a problem. Rabbits can be a problem. Last year we had a slug problem. It's always a problem. God bless y'all. And just let me know down in the comment section below, how is your garden going for 2026? Bye-bye, everybody.